Here we are with our new chicken hutch. Turn that box around for me, Griffin, so I can see the front. We just started assembling it, and assembling's going pretty quick. We've been on here for maybe, 10-15 minutes, Griffin?
Yeah.
So what you got is all these pieces already come pre-assembled. So we put these, the front piece on, the back piece, screwed on the nesting box wall, and this front piece right here. A couple of screws in the ladder coming down, and a little J-bracket on the bottom here that holds the bottom, and then 4 screws in this panel here on the end. And so this is the chicken house that we purchased. This is a Trixie, and so far everything looks good. It's made of nice cedar wood, and got a nice closing door here inside. Looks a little tight for the chickens to jump up here at the bottom, but I think they'll manage. They'll have a little more room to run around inside. And they say this one's good for 3 to 5 chickens. And comes with a really nice slide-in tray you can see here. It's got the plastic liner in it. A couple little grooves to reach in. And also the roof panels look nice too. They come already with some green shingles mounted to them. So we're going to continue our assembly process here. We have to add the nesting box now. And you can see the instructions are pretty sparse. They're just here on the box. But they're pretty self-explanatory. I mean, there's not rocket science here, it's chicken science. And there's comes with the hardware kits right here, and another little instruction sheet that does list the part numbers with what you're supposed to be assembling. So really all you need is this, we're using a little impact thing. It's almost overkill because it's driving them in a little too far. But there's only a few pieces here left to put together. And we've been using wood glue as well, wood glue and everything together to make it nice and tight. And probably what we'll do is put a nice little coat of Thompson's water seal or something on the outside just to make it last a little longer. But it has a real nice cedar smell to it. I think chickens are really going to like it. So we'll show you the completed process here after another 10 or 15 minutes of us at it. Okay, when you're putting the nesting box together, this part got a little tricky for us because we jumped ahead of it and we attached the sides to the box with these bolts. But you need to make sure and put the bottom piece in first, all the way in, because it fits in the bottom here, and it's notched out to fit nice and snug. And you can't get it in if you put the sides on first. So make sure that you install it all together with the bottom and the sides at one time. And then tighten up the sides once you get the bottom piece in. And then this divider for the hen house, for the hens, just goes right in there like that. So just keep that in mind as you're building. That's the only thing that we've messed up on so far. Had to take the bolts back out and redo, but that was quick and easy. So we're about ready to attach it here. And we'll come back in a little bit, give you an update. The other nice features we found with our Trixie here is that it came pre-assembled with all the hinges and stuff in place. So the assembly is going along really quickly here. You can see we have the nesting box on now, and the latches are already in place. And what's nice is they're not those cheap little heart latches that are so difficult to keep closed. They're actually made a little bit better here. You can see on the front door, you get the nice bolt type latch rather than the little wooden heart thing that always comes loose and falls off. So that was one reason why I selected this particular model, is because of all the nice latches that they had on there. So we made a little mistake here. We're putting this on. There's one that's marked right and one that's marked left. We've got the right one right here. And see how this folds? If you mount it here to where it's all the way open, you're going to have it way out here. So now when you go to close it, this is going to hit on the edge of your box. So it's obvious that these fold inward inside the box rather than outward. So we're going to have to take that one off and put the other one on. So this one must be for the roof, and that's why it's marked R, for roof. So just remember that. This part wasn't really clear because there's no pre-drilled holes down on this end. So what we did is we just got it, so we opened it up and made it so it was almost all the way open, and we discovered that it should be mounted towards the front here. And all you have to do is push this in to close it, and as you can see, it closes real nice. And then when you open it, it's almost fully extended at this point, which is great for getting in there. So you'll want to make sure and mount that as close to the front of the box as you can. So this roof piece here is super easy to put in. There's a couple of notches on either side. It just slides in, and then you're going to put in 3 screws. And as I said, once again, everything's already put together and mounted for you, so it goes nice and easy. There's these other pieces of wood. Everything that's left here is just trim pieces for along the edges of the roof here. So you just attach those with a few screws, and we're going to be done here in a few minutes. We slid the tray in. The tray was a little tight inside here, so I'm going to do just a little bit of sanding on the rails and put some soap on them to help it slide in and out. But we'll show you a picture of the finished product here at the end. Looking good. Piece of cake. Here we are installing the roof one. Has the R on it. And you're going to want to put this one almost smack dab in the middle of the roof truss on this side. You can see it closes perfectly. There's Griffin doing a great job installing it. And we've gone ahead and we've screwed these on to the sides. You want to make sure the rounded end is on this end and the angled end is up near the top. You want to line it up with the top piece. The screws on the top go on the small side of the roof. So you can add 2 screws up here. That gives you something to grab to open it up when you want to open it. So Griffin's just attaching the side pieces here now. And as you can see, on the other side they've already included little blocks that you're screwing into. So there's 3 of them on that side. So we are just about done. This is so exciting. I think it took us all but, what, maybe an hour, Griffin?
Yeah, probably.
Probably about an hour to assemble the whole thing. Two people start to finish.
Yes.
C's up there. 2 C's. And, you know, I really like this coop. It seems to be really well made. For the money, I don't think I could have spent, you know, the amount of time it would have taken me to make this thing. Would have been enormous. So for me, it's a tremendous value, even if it only holds together a few years. But it feels pretty strong and sturdy, and I think it's going to last quite a while. Actually, you know, the cedar's kind of thin, so I'm not sure how warm it'll keep them in the wintertime. But you know, it doesn't get too cold here in North Carolina. So with a light bulb in there, I think we should be good to go. There you have it. One Trixie chicken coop. Get yours today. You can get one down at the link below we've included for you. I believe it's the Amazon.com link is where we purchased it, and we have the well, I'm not really sure if it was Amazon. I can't remember. Well, we'll put a link down below to where we purchased it. It actually had free shipping, so it was quite a deal. I think we paid somewhere around $2.30 for it on sale. So it was quite a bargain, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And I hope that helps you a little bit when you go to assemble your own Trixie Chicken Hutch. We're just getting into chicken raising, so it's going to be a fun adventure. We're going to go pick some chickens out up the road for my wife's birthday. She's been wanting to add chickens to her collection. As you can see, got a nice nesting box here. One last note on the roof here, there are 4 screws that go in. You can see them up here that we installed. I actually missed a couple of them because it's very hard to see where the holes are. So just note that they're 1 inch in from the edge. You can see down here where we put it in a little too far in. So you might want to just take note of that. Other than that, here's our finished product. Absolutely beautiful. And there's a door here on the side. The roof opens up, and also the hen house where they lay the eggs. And on this side, there's a door as well, which is something we didn't show you before. And that's very well made too for your chickens to run in and out. Have fun with your chickens.